Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Charles and this is episode 35 of our series here on the Pichonniere Valley. I have a worker going on this right now and I am just going to hop out, get out of their way, and yeah, one of the fields that I forgot about was this big sunflower field over here. In the last episode when we were doing all of our spraying and everything, so I'm gonna go ahead and run across our canola field here. Our canola field will be ready to harvest next month, or 2 months rather. 2 months, yeah, I think that's what it said. Our mustard here will be ready next month. Our peas are going to be ready in 2 months. I just got a notification that our milk here, of course, is full. Looks like the goats still have some, or the chickens rather, still have some space left in theirs. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of different things to do today because we took care of most of our fields the last time. Well, let's see. I guess I'll just choose you because you're over here. I'm going to grab my mower, back off so I can see it a little bit better as I'm trying to back up to it there. There we go. Okay, go across our bridge, take a little bit of a shortcut here. Yeah, try and keep the mower out of that field there. Put it in this field. Let's see. Still in swathing. I'm going to put this on a worker and see what it will do to mow this field. We do need to mow our grass field here. Do not start this out by running into a tree. Okay, well, I'm going to trust that it'll get that done. I may have to come back and clean it up, or I may have to get it off of a tree. I'm not sure. But baling that field, actually all of our grass fields are ready. I don't know that we really need to, well, you know, while I'm here, and this needs it, so I'm going to go ahead and repair this tractor. Back. Okay. Nope, nope. Enter it. Yep. Okay, I'm going to use this tractor because we baled all of our alfalfa in the last episode, and I did not wrap it. So either I have to sell it as just alfalfa, which, you know, was tempting, just to save me the step of having to do this, or I have to go and wrap it. So I guess I'll go ahead and wrap it. While I'm starting that, let's see, I probably need to get across the bridge before I unfold that, because it's not a very wide bridge there. Unfold it. I did remember to turn on the automatic drop this time before I started out. Oh, come on. There we go. So anyway, yeah, been watching Daggerwin and Chainsaw's videos and everything, and got a little update from him. You know, I had originally heard in one of Daggerwin's videos that he had talked about possibly February, March being the end date, and apparently he and Chainsaw have talked about it, and they're thinking now it's going to be more January. So, yeah, a January end date for the series. Now we'll see if they actually do that, but you know, as of right now, assuming you know that my my poplar is ready at the same time theirs is, which it should be. You know, I guess that's going to be the end of the series. So we've only got a few months left, and that means only a few more episodes. So yeah, still have not picked the series that I want to do next, which is bad because I am being very indecisive about that. Oh, you know what? Totally forgot. I came over and started doing this because you know it was one of the big jobs that I've got listed for today, and I totally forgot about our goat milk that is currently not producing because it's clogging up the spawn point. So let's see, I guess I'll do this one here. And I'll do this one more. And that only leaves 2 down here on this lower side. I guess I'll go ahead and do these last 2, and that'll get me, and then I'll move the tractor back over next to the road. I'll leave it there, and then I'll go and pick up our milk. Probably ought to see what the price of that's doing now. Okay. Let it drop that. Okay, we'll grab our tractor with the trailer hooked onto it over here. And we'll run down. Looks like our eggs from our chickens are just about full, but they've still got a pallet that they're working on. So, considering that I'm auto-loading, if I were doing this with a front loader or telehandler or something like that, I could just leave that one in there and take the rest of them. But I don't want to take a partial pallet, so I'll wait until that's full. More than likely, sometime during this episode. Okay. And now we're off. We'll go store this in our pallet storage, and as we're doing that, we can kind of maybe take a look across the creek and see if the tractor is still running over there with the mowing, or if it has gone headlong into a tree. Can you tell that I've been a little bit frustrated by workers lately? So yeah, I'm trying to decide, you know, also in the next series and everything, kind of how I want to run it. You know, I don't know whether to go back and do a kind of a Let's Play series, although, you know, I may actually keep, if I do another Let's Play series, then I may just go ahead and keep the keep some of the well, I can't see that tractor over there anywhere through this. Okay. One headland around. I hate workers sometimes. I really, really do. Yeah, you're going to go all the way in that other field to turn around. Take every tree around my field out. Losing all the money from it, but what do I care about money at this point? There. Now, get your sorry butt back in this field. Finish. Workers. Okay. I'll get this back over where I got it from. So yeah, I've got harvests that are spaced out over the next 1 month, 2 months, and I think 4 months. I'm not sure if there's anything in the third. You know, of course it'll be, you know, unlike Daggerman and Chainsaw, I am going to be replanting those fields as well after they're harvested, because I am not selling all my fields at the end. Okay. Automatic drop is still on. It's good. And now I think I'm going to go ahead and kick it into a little bit of a time lapse, and I will see you on the other side of it. Okay, as you can see, I am having to take my sprayer back down and fill it up. I think, as I discovered when I got over here, it was sitting with the booms on this. It was sitting with the booms on this sprayer up against a couple of small trees. And I suspect that this thing probably would have had enough spray to do the entire field, except it sat up against those trees and expelled it all. So one way or another, I have to go back over and fill this up, and then I'm going to go ahead and fill this up probably off camera. I'm going to go ahead. It looked like the headland was the only thing that it had left, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll fill this up. I'll go do the headland, and then I'll come back with you. We'll do some more wrapping, maybe. We'll see if our mower has finished that field, and what a terrible job it's done with it. Let's see, this way? Yeah. We'll see how the mower is done on that, because we need to bale that today and pick that up too. We're passing that field right now. It kind of looks like most of it's been done. So anyway, I'll pick you back up and we'll decide what it is we're going to be doing next. Okay, here we are. I have finished with the sprayer. I went around there and I put a one layer all the way around the perimeter and did the headland to that. And I think I haven't checked on the map, but I think that's all of the weeds. So I'm just going to go over and check on our. Let's see, did you get everything? Once I took most every tree away from you? Yeah, I think so. So anyway. That'll be this. Yeah, I started to say before, you know, I mean, technically all of our grass fields are ready right now, and I'm just going to roll this right into here. Okay, grab this one, make sure all of our tractors get some use today. Yeah, I mean, I could cut and bale all of the grass fields because they're ready, but come on, get a little closer to it there. Our goats are the what we're using the grass for, and they've still got something. Last time I checked, anyway, they had something like 200,000 liters of, over 200,000 liters of grass in there still. Probably need to check that again. But I'm going to go ahead and bale. I'm going to go ahead and bale this. I'm killing my crop there, running in it. Let's see, unfold it. turn it on, put it down, get it up so we can kind of maybe see the windrows where they are. Okay, I had a partial alfalfa bale already in the baler, and it looks like it has changed it to grass. So that's fine one way or the other. Oh wow, it's filled up the goat milk again. Okay, well, we're gonna have to get that out, empty that again. We'll go ahead and get some of this baling done. I'm gonna go ahead and stick it in a time lapse. You know, I know there's a lot of those happening, but you know, a lot of stuff that's kind of, you know, it's kind of boring. You know, I'm going around in a circle and baling. We've done a lot of that already in our alfalfa field. You know, in the series, I'm probably not going to get another cut off of that alfalfa field. And I have to say, if the series was continuing, I have to think that more than likely what I would do is rip up that alfalfa field and plant something, plant another crop in there. Because it's just too big. You know, it's a field that's too big for the number of processes that it has to do in order to get the alfalfa silage off the field. So more than likely I would buy another smaller field, maybe that already had alfalfa in it, and I would use that as an alfalfa field and keep doing it since I've got the equipment. You know, I've bought the new windrower, all that kind of stuff. I mean, technically I could have come over with the windrower here and put a lot of these together. Would have made a lot fewer lines for me to follow. Maybe it would have been more efficient, not sure. But anyway, I'm going to stick this in a time lapse to finish the rest of this, and then we'll go down. I'll maybe come over here with the trailer and pick these up, and maybe when I go back with the trailer I'll be able to I thought I'd be able to grab that entire line there, but nope. Can I get around that without? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so yeah, as I've said many times and just haven't done, time lapse now. I'll be back with you after. Okay, and here we are, and oh, let's see, I'll turn that off, maybe now. Yeah, turn it off, and then I can get that bale out of there. We'll fold that up. We'll go over and get a trailer and pick all these up, see how much we end up with, and we'll get them into our, I'll take it down, I'll use the big trailer. I'll use the big trailer. I'll get down and deliver these. And then while I'm down there with that trailer, I can go ahead and pick up the milk that's there. I never did check to see how much goat milk was worth right now. I don't think it's in its best time of year, but maybe it's not in its absolute worst either, so. Although maybe it is, because we were selling it up until just a couple of months ago, so. No, come on, get out all the trees. Who put all those trees in there? Okay, that maybe I can see a little bit better. He said right before a limb was hanging down. Okay, now the trailer that doesn't like to turn. But we got around that curve with it. And we'll take our shortcut again. Come on. How much more of this cotton field am I going to run over and destroy? Okay, now I'll back off so I can see where the trailer's going. Go ahead and start loading. No, I didn't mean to do that. What? Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, so we made 22 bales on there. I did have to count them, of course, individually, but whatever. Oh, yeah, yeah. I know I'll have to stop before it'll put the... I have to stop before it'll put the straps on there. Okay. Yeah, not easy to get that trailer back across the creek there with its wide turning. And what? Looking up at the menu while I'm trying to drive too. Gonna hit a car one way or the other probably. Let me go ahead and drive down off the edge of the field here. Or off the road rather. Let's see where this is tipped to the left. Make it tip to the right. Have to get a little bit further away with this one than I do with the other one, although I'd still have trouble getting them in. Shift. Will I get them all in there this time? Yeah, cool. Yeah, the last time some of them got caught up in here, and I had to. Okay, yeah, 310,566. Yeah, I don't think they need any more bales. We're going to reach the end of the series before any of that, so let's go ahead and check our chickens while we're down here. See how far they are. Oh, they're like 3 stacks away, I guess, from having a full thing down here. I'll go ahead and check. Of course, it's been too long since I've been in here. And we'll check for goat milk. It is the absolute worst time right now. We have to wait until September. Either September or we go all the way to January. Maybe we'll sell what we have in September and then we'll also sell what we have in January. So, okay, well that settles that. We put these on the trailer and then go put them in the in our storage. I'll go this way so I can cut off some of those curves with this long trailer. Did I? Why did I not even see that? I have a load of saplings on here. And when I put my milk into the storage, it's also going to put the saplings in there. I will be taking the saplings out at some point. So, yeah. Okay, we'll store those in there. Yeah, I think, let me check this too. Our oat field is next month. So next month we will be harvesting this field. We'll probably do that one first because we can take what we harvest out of there and put it directly into our mill and get the mill running again. and we can get it making more flour, and as it makes flour, we'll put it into the bakery, and then we can make bread, and we can either store or sell bread. And then we'll go about attempting to empty the mill again. Although we have, yeah, I'm gonna take this cheat way here through. We have canola, so we'll be putting the canola in there, and it'll be doing the canola oil too. Let's see, what else have I planted anything else? Yeah, sorghum. I planted sorghum in the field across the creek over there, and sorghum wow, I have left myself no way to get back in there. Okay, well, that'll just have to be done later. I'll go back over. I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit more of this, I guess. I've already shown you some of this in time lapse and while I was yapping and everything, so I'm going to do a little bit more of this. I don't know whether I'll finish it or not in this episode. Maybe I will. And then we'll come back, we'll sell our goods from our greenhouse, and we'll call it an episode at that point. Okay, well, we just finished wrapping, and wow, we took it right down to the wire here. We are on our very last roll of bale wrap. So let me back off from this. I'll get that out of there. I will fold this back up. And like I say, I don't know that I'm going to take another cut off of this field. I have a feeling that it will be ready again before technically the series ends. I just don't know if I feel like coming and doing another harvest off of it or not. We'll have to see. If I don't, then we have pretty much seen our last of the bale wrapper. That's the only thing I use it for. Okay, I'm going to put it where I usually put the mower. I'm going to try and get it as close up to the front here as I can, and to the side. Right there. Okay. I'll bring this tractor around here where it's all nice and crowded. No, no. I was going to move that so I could put that big trailer back in place, and then I just realized that when we come back in the next episode, I'm going to have to get that trailer back out and pick up all those bales that I just wrapped over there. Anyway, whew, okay, so let's go ahead and get in this tractor, and we'll go down here and pick up our produce from our greenhouse, get that sold. I think that's the only thing we're selling today. Let's see, load it up. Okay, I didn't see what that message was that it flashed up there. $73,492, $3,831 for the environmental score reward. And we'll go down, grab our last load of it here, I guess, assuming that no more has spawned. I think everything that's down here should fit. Okay, and then before we leave off today, I'm gonna... Okay, that's another 30,000. I'm gonna run back down here and check on the water. Do not want this to run out of water again. We're down to 156,000 liters, so... Yeah, I might as well, I guess. I've got a little bit of extra time left in the episode, so we're not going to go up to our 5 o'clock quitting time. We'll be pushing it a little bit in later episodes because, or in coming episodes, I should say, because we will be having harvests to do. And as we harvest, I'm going to look and see what can we plant back in those fields, and we'll try and get something else growing in there. Who knows? There might even be something that we can grow in there. And okay, let's see, something that we can grow. Started filling. Okay. Something we can grow and maybe even harvest again before January. Is there something that we can plant? Well, let's see, Charles. We're in June. Canola would take a whole, well, that's not going to be until August too, so. Okay, rye, looks like, it depends on when that rye that we have was planted, because I bought that field with that in it, so I'm not sure what month it's going to be ready to harvest. Yeah, well, yeah, we can ready all of our fields for a new crop, but doesn't look like there's anything that we can actually put in it. Not for a few months anyway. Nothing that's going to grow super fast. So yeah, these next few harvests will be our last ones in the series, but I will, probably by the time we end, I will have put at least some of the fields replanted with something. Okay. And in goes 200,000 liters of water so I can be sure that it's not going to run out from this month to the next. Yeah, it takes it a while to unload, but it's only because it starts out at 200,000 liters, so there's a lot of water to get through. Okay, well, that seems to be it. That's going to be our episode for today, and I want to thank everybody for watching. If you liked the episode, then go down below and hit the like button. If you have not subscribed already, then please go ahead and do so. And if you'd like to be notified when I make more episodes, then just ring the bell and you will be notified. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now.